What's good, YouTube? We got a crazy one right here. This one's a serial killer realizing he been caught 45 years later. So we're gonna see about this.
Hi, good morning. I'm so sorry. I'm super embarrassed.
Yeah.
Hi, puppy.
Let me get.
This man is 74-year-old John Arthur Getrew, an elderly homeowner in Hayward, California. What he doesn't know is that he's speaking with an undercover officer closing in on a decades-old secret, and things are about to take an unexpected turn.
I was turning around in your driveway and I accidentally hit your car.
Which one?
The one parked in the driveway. Do you want to maybe take a look to see if we should exchange insurance information?
Take a peek.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. So embarrassing.
Sheriff's office. Yeah. Go ahead. You have it on your back. Face the car. Go ahead. Face the car.
But subscribe. That was clean. That was clean. That was clean. I don't know why they had to do all that for a 74-year-old man. Like this dude must have been. It says serial killer. He must have been doing some like intense for them to. I mean, really, I think. No, I mean, I wouldn't have sent a local cop, but I mean, whole mission. You know, this is probably just standard. Like, just come up with a quick little plan. Got an undercover cop, walk him out. Just say something to get him come outside, and then we go all gonna be standing here. But the whole SWAT team, 74-year-old, the SWAT team.
All right. Watch this. We'll talk to you in a minute.
Maybe they'll assist me.
No, my wife's at work.
Deputies give John a routine pat-down before he's led to the front seat of a police vehicle.
Take a seat.
You want to rest on that
You're
seat.
gonna close the door. Make sure the dogs.
Yes.
We'll take care of your dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Though he hasn't been told why he's been arrested, John applauds the deputies for the ruse.
Good line for coming out of the house. Get that guy out of the house.
Months earlier,
No one's cutting up with you, nigga. No one. But why is he sitting in the front? They finna give him the luxury front seat ride, like the chauffeur drive to the jail. I I ain't seen this. The suspect go in the back of the car.
cold case investigators in Santa
He ain't a
Clara
robber.
County reopened a murder case that had remained unsolved for 45 years. DNA from the crime scene was compared to a public database, allowing investigators to trace a family tree and identify John, a husband, father, and former Boy Scout.
Did y'all fucking hear that? Hold on.
Reopened a murder case that had remained unsolved for 45 years. DNA from the crime scene was compared to a public database, allowing investigators to trace a family tree and identify John.
What that basically said is, so whenever y'all be doing the whole little, I don't even know what it's called, the DNA, the link tree stuff, the DNA tree stuff, family tree thing where you send your DNA in, you get a little swab it up in the mouth, get a little prick of hair. When y'all be doing that, and then it goes onto a database, right? Because they plug it all into the computer system, so it's all the information is kept up with. They just keep up with information these days, so it's all stored on a database, right? Well, what they're saying is they just accessed the public database and was able to find what family it belonged to, what family the suspect belonged to, based off public DNA information. Because people just be giving their DNA for everything these days. That's crazy. That's crazy. You ain't getting away with nothing no more. I don't. Yeah, I'm not sitting here saying like. I mean, bro's a creep. Obviously, he needed to get gaffled up. I just think it sucks. It took this long. But the new DNA, the new DNA technology, bro. You can't get away with nothing. You can't leave any DNA if you're gonna get away with something. You can't leave any evidence. You gotta watch out for the CCTVs, the cameras everywhere, the rings, uh, and then, oh my gosh, they got rings on. I mean, the cameras on the interstates. They got cameras on every street, at every street light. Even in the middle of nowhere, bro. You be driving through the mountains, there be just cameras up in the mountains. You be out in the middle of nowhere, just like in the middle of like the desert. There's just cameras, just a post in the ground with a camera, and it's just connected, running 24/7. Got a little solar panel on it, keep giving it energy, and it's just sitting there running. You can't get away from it. Got satellites up in the air, sitting there constantly taking pictures of the Earth. People get caught up on Google Maps, where they just taking aerial pictures. So I'm just saying, bro, it's 2025. You ain't getting away with nothing. They finally got this dude. They finally got this dude.
A husband, father, and former Boy Scout leader is the primary suspect. Investigators bring him in for questioning, hoping to uncover the truth. Is this devoted husband and father simply the wrong man? Or has his carefully lived life been a cover for something far more sinister?
Got
The
him.
following is based on official.
Don't tell me it's because it was like, there's no way it was I don't even know what it's called, the Boy Scouts group. Like, he would take Boy Scouts and let them take them on trips, and then they just go missing. There's no way stuff like that was happening, because they would have known it was him, right? They would have known it was him. Like, he always acting weird and this, that, and the other. Because there's a reason he said he was a former Boy Scout leader or whatever.
Police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before.
So I'm Sergeant Cortez, okay? I'll let you know what's going on and why you're
Mr. Mackey, he said, gay. He did the thing, man, the South Park.
here today,
Yeah,
okay?
I'd like to know.
Yeah, absolutely, of course.
Honest and too.
Before I let you know what's going on, I just want to get your personal information. Just confirm your name. Your full name is John Arthur
Getreu.
Getreu?
Getreu.
Okay. Were you ever in the military?
No.
No. Have you ever been arrested in the past?
No.
John shares basic information about his past and childhood, revealing that he was born in Newark, Ohio, and spent the early years of his life moving frequently due to his father's long military.
Yeah. Oh, man, what you bro. There's a granny picture, but he just looked like a creep to me. And maybe I'm just being biased, but whatever. He looked like a creep to me. He looked like a
career. He spent a significant part of his teen years in West Germany, where his family lived on a U.S. military base.
Now, you mentioned that you had never been arrested. And I found out something happened in Germany.
Okay.
Can you tell me about that?
I was arrested in Germany.
Okay, what happened with that? Can you tell me about that?
I was accused of murder.
The revelation is especially jarring.
Can you put your hands behind your back? Go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind. Turn around, face the wall, put your hands behind your back, spread your feet.
Given that he's here today on accusations of his involvement in a completely separate murder.
He said that, like, in a weird way, though. I was accused of murder, like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it was nothing. Even if you beat that case, I wouldn't be like, you're sitting here talking to a detective right now. I wouldn't be, oh, I was just accused of murder, but I beat that shit, so it don't matter. You don't do that. Oh, well, actually, I did get accused of murder, but you know what I'm saying? Whole different tone. Whole different tone. Not no, you know.
Tell me
You just want to
about
do that.
what happened. What was the accusation against you?
I killed a chaplain's, or not chaplain, yeah, chaplain's daughter.
Okay.
This is the sickest man on the internet. The detective said, "What did you do?" Then he said, "What were the accusations against you?" But the way he started, the way that old Getry started responding. I'm telling you, he was responding to the "What did you do?" When the detective said, "What did you do?" Gentry was already saying, "I killed a chaplain's daughter." You just gotta tune in to like where they at. You know what I'm saying? How they processing it. If you pay attention to how they processing
What
it.
happened? What was the accusation against you?
I killed a
He was
chaplain's,
responding to
or
the
not
what
chaplain,
happened.
yeah, chaplain's daughter.
Okay.
And that was all I knew.
Okay. Do you remember what happened?
No,
With this young female?
no,
No?
I didn't even know her.
The young girl, 15-year-old Margaret Williams, attended a dance at an American youth club one Saturday night in 1963 when John was just at an American youth club one
Snitched on him. This article snitched on him. He just lied to the cops. The article says that he knew, he admitted that he knew her. He admitted that he hung out with her, that he was out somewhere with her shortly before.
Saturday night in
Oh,
1963
oh, he admitted all of it, except for that he killed her.
when John was just 18 years old. The two were said to have met on the street shortly after, where she agreed to let him walk her home. Her body was discovered the next day on a baseball diamond behind the club. She'd been sexually assaulted and strangled.
You didn't even know her? Why did they arrest you? I mean, if
Probably the next.
How did he get out of that? How did he get out of that? The army really did that for him? Why? His dad had to be more than just a sergeant or whatever, because no, like, there's no way.
Day
okay,
after they found the
That's
body, I
crazy.
guess.
okay.
There's
How
no
did
way.
they tie you to this body? How did they connect you to this body?
Somebody had seen me, walk that direction or walk towards the school, or
Okay,
it was an elementary school.
okay. Did you? I mean, I don't know the details of what
I
happened.
don't know the details either.
Took team to school. You know some females that be like that. They got the nurturing and want to be a teacher type. You know what I'm saying? I know some females. Ain't no man that's finna be like young adult, finna be a grown man, finna be a. I want to go to an elementary school, go dance with some little girls. No, it's weird.
So
Okay. Did you actually meet this young lady?
that's what they say.
Though John maintains his innocence, he was found guilty at trial for Margaret's murder, ultimately receiving a sentence of 10 years in a German juvenile prison. Because of his age at the time, he was released after serving roughly 2/3 of his sentence. Then he walked free.
And so you,
And so because he just came to America, they let him go. Well, not even that. Like they just let him go. So in Germany, you can kill someone and you only get 10 years. They're that light on crime out there. This has to be fake. This has to be fake. This has to be fake. Y'all need to kill him. Sitting up in prison ain't gonna do justice. Y'all need to kill him. Y'all need to, yeah, I need to quit saying that. This is YouTube, but
you spent actually 6 years in prison over
Something
it?
like that.
Wow.
lethal
And then
injection.
how? After you were released, what happened?
I just was dropped off at McGuire Air Force Base, and my father picked me up, and that was it.
That was it? You came back to the
Never
United
heard
States?
a word from him. Nothing.
Okay.
After returning to
Yeah.
the then he walked.
So after you were released, what happened?
I just was dropped off at McGuire Air Force Base, and my father picked me up, and that was it.
That was it? You came back to the
Never
United
heard
States?
a word from him. Nothing.
Okay.
After returning to the United States, John moved to California, and in 1975 was once again at the center of a serious crime.
And then at some point, there was another accusation against you about a sexual assault from the Palo Alto Police Department?
Palo Alto Police Department.
Okay.
That's when I was the leader of an Explorer post.
Okay.
This is making me sick right now. This is making me sick. And y'all just let this dude just walk around the streets like nothing, like it's another
Can
Tuesday.
you tell me about what happened there?
Nothing.
Okay.
You know,
Nothing.
I was accused, interviewed, and that was it.
Okay. What's this allegation? I got to ask you.
Yeah.
This allegation that this young girl made against you that you sexually assaulted her. Did that actually happen?
No, not that not that I know of. And if I was arrested for specifically that and then not even tried, then nothing's happened. Like I told him, nothing happened.
Yeah.
I never saw her again.
Did
You can tell by this dude's answers, bro. He's half-ass answering with not that's not even what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is through what he's saying, he's admitting guilt. He's admitting guilt with the things he's saying. He's actually admitting guilt. I guess they're just gonna let him admit more guilt. I guess that's what they're just gonna let him do. Cause he's actually just admitting that he's wrong and that he did these things and he was in those places at the times. He's just admitting it. Yeah, I was there, but there was no trial for it. So I mean, I guess nothing happened. I never saw her again after that.
did you end up serving
It's
time for
crazy.
that? Do you remember?
He better have. He better have.
No, I didn't. I didn't serve any time that I know of.
Okay.
I can't.
I feel like he's just acting crazy. I think he's done been in and out of prison a lot. And what has me fucked up is why is he getting in and out of prison from these serious charges? For these serious, 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 serious charges.
Okay.
It was so piddly that.
You weren't didn't go to trial or anything
No.
like that? Okay.
According to multiple news sources, John was 31 years old when the teenager came forward, claiming he not only assaulted and strangled her, but threatened to kill her if she didn't comply. He received a 6-month sentence, serving just 30 days on weekends after 5 were.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Niggas out here going to jail. Niggas getting years for a bag of weed, bro. A bag of weed. Niggas will go to jail for years. Distribution, uh, having it itself, the types of charges, felonies and shit. This nigga literally can't even say he's in this bitch ass motherfucker. Alright. Straight up assaulted a girl who was underage. This is on some Trump Epstein shit. Did some Trump Epstein shit, right? And got 6 months. Only serving it on weekends, served 30 days. 30 days, only on the weekends. For sexually assaulting. He was 31 at the time for sexually assaulting. 15. Not alleged. Not alleged. What the fuck's wrong with America? What's wrong with the world? You protect the kids, and then the elderly, and then the women. All the men, let them go. Not actually. You know what I mean? You still need them to fight the wars. You know what I'm saying? Protect the families. I ain't saying let them go, but it's just you the ones supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Be in the way of diversity. It's always the kids, the females, the elderly. Those are the people that always get picked on, man. Mm, they prey on the weak, bro. Bitch ass niggas like him prey on the weak. Shit sick.
Suspended.
Shit sick.
So I want to tell you a little bit about my investigation. Okay, are you
I'm not
familiar
dumb.
with the with Palo Alto area, Stanford area,
I'm not dumb.
the
What you
hills
say?
in Stanford?
Yeah.
Um, you ever go out there? You
I
ever,
was a scout leader. I traveled all those hills.
what hills do you?
You're gonna let us know. I already said it. He's just further incriminating himself.
Which hills are you talking
Well,
about?
we
I
were
think he's doing a great
out in
job
the
because
Bay,
he's incriminating himself a
Half Moon
lot,
Bay Hills,
Okay.
and
and
he's bragging
I
about it.
traveled up through there, hiked with the boys.
Damn. Oh, he the worst of the worst. He the worst of the worst. The worst of the worst. There's nothing they can do, and he's 74 now. He already old, bruh. He already old. They put him in prison. He ain't gonna make it 10 years. Oh my gosh. They need to bring Stoning back. I would stone this nigga to death. That's I think that would be the proper, and not even like the big rocks either, cause he gonna die too quick. I would want to throw some big rocks in there. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have a contest. All right, Mr. Beast, bro. I got $1 million idea. It's a $1 trillion. This is $1 trillion idea. I don't know how we're gonna get this passed for TV or to be streamed. You're gonna have to do this on Patreon. It's $1 million idea. $1 million. It's $1 trillion idea. $1 million to whoever can throw the fastest rock at him, or whoever can throw the rock that kills him. I have a whole bunch of people, all ages, doesn't matter who, and they're all just sitting there lining up just to see who can take him out. I'm telling you, it's like ultimate pay-per-view. But yeah, no, you make a deal with the government, bro, that you can work for a state for people that get put on trial for, you know what I'm saying, they get the death penalty. You could make a bag off that. Pay-per-view death penalties. Psh, psh, and you make it a contest. Psh, marketing idea out the fucking ass. But anyways, that's what he needs. That's what he needs. That's what he needs. And he's bragging about it too. I walked up through the mountains all the times with the boys, you know. I was the pack leader, you know. I don't even know what they call it. But he was the one that was supposed to be like the adult that was teaching all the Boy Scouts. And he was probably assaulting and killing the boys too. The same way he was assaulting and killing females. He's the
Did
worst of
you
the worst.
ever go in the hills, like in the area around Page Mill Road? Page Mill Road, like just west of Stanford?
No.
So now his face changes. Huh? No, not over there. I have never been over there. I was on the other side of the street. See, you're talking about the other side of the street. I was on the other side of the street. Me and the boys stayed over there. I didn't go to the other side of the street. That's where the black people stay. Yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah, okay, buddy.
No, you never went to that area.
No.
Okay.
Okay, buddy.
Um, so I'm investigating. There's a murder up there in the hills, and um, would there be any reason that you were ever up in those hills? No.
No.
Leslie Marie Perloff was a 21-year-old Stanford University graduate working as a law clerk at the North County Law Library in Palo Alto, California in 1973. Her body was found dumped in the Stanford Dish hiking area. A floral scarf was found tightly knotted around her neck and had been used as a a ligature to strangle her to death. It was DNA found beneath her fingernails that led them to John, who at the time worked near the Stanford campus as a security guard.
Oh, I want to throw the first rock. We stoning him. I want to throw the first stone. Okay. Nah, 'cause it's biblical. He who cast the first stone. I don't mean it like that. But what I mean is, flip the rock at him. Th- Again.
You ever see this young lady? You know her?
No, who's that?
It's a young lady that an investigation I'm doing, and she was
It's
murdered.
stupid.
Mm,
Do you ever see her at all?
no.
She look familiar?
Leslie's 1972 orange Chevrolet Nova was found parked at the gate of an old quarry near Old Page Mill Road, just east of where her body was found.
Do you remember ever stopping by the side of the road and looking into this vehicle?
No,
It's an orange Chevy Nova.
no,
No?
no, sir.
Okay. Okay. Do you know the name Leslie Perlov? Leslie Perlov?
No.
No? Okay. She wasn't a girlfriend of yours?
Oh, no.
Okay. I had to ask.
She's cute anyway.
Yeah, very,
That would be
very cute.
she'd be about 18 years old, I guess,
Okay.
at Stanford. Yeah, Stanford graduate. Yeah.
She's a Stanford graduate, knows all about her, but he don't even know her. He don't know her, but he knows all about her. But she's cute though. Talking about he's 74. Talking about a picture of a 18 or 21-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Either one. You're a fucking creep, bro. You're a fucking creep.
But that's it. I don't even recognize her.
Curiously, the sergeant hasn't shared with John that Leslie was a Stanford graduate.
Told you. Snitching on himself. Stitching on himself. He be thinking about this shit still, bro. He's
Why do you
sick.
say she's a Stanford graduate?
Well, just by the way she dresses and all in
Okay.
this area, you know.
Sure.
But
Sure. We got him, boys. Sure. That sure. He said, sure. He's like, yep, this dumbass.
you know, I didn't say graduate either. I said, you know,
I know you trying to get out this where you gaffled yourself up, but now you just sound stupid. I didn't say she's a graduate. I said, she's a college kid. Doesn't matter. So you're saying she was in college, she didn't graduate yet. You're only further incriminating yourself because you're not changing the fact about the whole Stanford. You're just changing the fact about. I'm saying she was still in college. I'm not saying that she graduated. It only makes it worse. You just dug it deeper instead of, even though you double fucked yourself. Congratulations.
she's a college kid.
Oh, okay. Now this young lady was obviously murdered, like I said. Um, she was strangled.
Mm,
Um,
Why are you saying like you already know? That's fucking disgusting, bro. He's so nasty, man. This dude just made me I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to take one good swing at him. Knock his 74-year ass out cold. Nah, I mean he's 74. Like that's the crazy part. He was doing this stuff when he was 31, whenever he was 18, all the way up to 74. And there's no telling what he did before that, what he did after that, what he did in between that. There's no telling. From Germany to America, Ohio, California, it, in New York, probably. I mean, that's fucking crazy. And he made it to 74. They gotta give him the death penalty. I hope they do. But Mr. Beast, this $1 trillion idea for you. It's $1 trillion idea pay-per-view, stoning him to death. Who can kill him? You know what I'm saying? They win the jackpot. Got all like 10 contestants. They're all just sitting there. Hmm. I'm talking about get some Aaron Hall type contestants. Is it Aaron Hall? What's that one big dude? Eddie Hall? Eddie Hall. I think that's his name. And people like Eddie Hall get him out there just sitting there throwing big rocks, little rocks, all types of rocks, just busting his. People would pay. You could charge. I say about 300 the view. People would pay it. You get at least 1 million people. 300 pops, 1 million people viewing. Shh. I'm telling you, bro. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. Telling you. Best pay per view I did ever do on Patreon. Let's get back to this.
Do you ever think about doing anything like that?
Nope.
I know that
You were
you
accused
were
of it,
accused of a sexual
Yeah.
assault, right?
and you went to jail for it. You went to jail for it already in Germany. You were accused for the similar stuff in America.
Um, would you ever think about committing a sexual assault?
I have no reason for it.
And I'm going to ask you these tough questions
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
part of the investigation. When you were younger, did you ever fantasize about sexual assault?
It's what it sounds like by looking at my record.
Yeah, or killing a young woman? Okay.
No.
In this investigation, if your DNA was on this young lady, how do you think? Why would you think your DNA was on her?
Haven't the slightest idea.
Were you involved in the murder of this young girl?
Nope.
As the sergeant continues to press for answers, John inches closer to a major mistake, not yet aware of what he's about to give away.
You know about DNA and how it's transferred, right?
Yeah.
Um,
No,
What-
this can be how it's transferred. I can always just tell.
okay, tell me about
Yeah,
that.
one is semen.
Okay,
One is from the mouth.
sure.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the only two that I know of.
Okay.
Now, if there's some that are bodily, I mean, other than these two transferred, then it's totally different.
Okay. And you know about technology now, advances in
Technology
technology.
is getting good.
Yeah. So
They're
there's.
catching them every day. They're
Yeah.
catching
How do you think your DNA would be on a person?
Don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
Especially this person or these two persons.
What two persons?
Well, that you're talking about.
Yeah.
The two young women.
Okay. I showed you a picture of that one young lady.
Yeah. No.
Okay. What's the second young lady?
The one up on the one up on the hill.
Okay.
Yeah. There's two different places you're talking about.
Okay. What's one of them's up on the hill?
Yeah.
Okay. And then up on what hill? Well, you mentioned the hill.
Yeah. You mentioned it.
I mentioned the hills.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's telling you where one of them's at that you ain't even found yet. Break them, John. Where are all of them? You've been doing this for 50 years. You do at least one a year. Where are all of them at?
And what's the other one? Because I don't remember another one.
And then the crackheads, you know, they get fixated and they be tweaking them a little bit. They 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 already got their fix on them, but they just need a little bit more, just a little bit more. It's always just a little bit more. So he probably, once he did in a year, he probably killed about 5 people in a year. He may have took 1 year off. You know what I'm saying? Went through a good part of his life. But that's the thing. This dude looks crazy and creepy as hell, boy. I'd say he got at least 50 bodies, bro. And they ain't gonna find maybe four, maybe five. Maybe five. He'll tell him where 5 of them are, but he's killed like 50.
Well,
He's
there's
74 right
there's the two girls. There's not both the same place.
Okay. I mentioned one girl up on the hill.
Yeah, I mean the okay, wherever she
Okay.
was, wherever the second girl was.
Oh, okay.
While the sergeant doesn't yet know it, another woman was found in the Palo Alto area in 1974, 1 year after Leslie's body was discovered. 21-year-old Janet Taylor was found dumped along Sandhill Road in the same Stanford Dish hiking area. According to news sources, she'd also been assaulted and strangled to death. The serial killer responsible for the deaths of both Leslie and Janet would escape justice for decades, until now.
I think I'm at a point in my investigation that, you know,
I'm guilty, and that's it.
well, I'm trying, you know, well, there's a couple things, John. Your DNA's on her.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not trying to find out who did it.
Mm.
What I'm trying to find out is
why you did it.
why you did it.
Mm.
And I think you know more than you're telling me.
No, I wish I knew.
With John refusing to admit the truth, another investigator joins in the effort to obtain a confession, and the added pressure will soon tear his lies even further apart.
It's not an accident that your DNA got there. Your DNA and the type of DNA and where it is on the victim, there's no other explanation.
Mm-hmm.
You committed this crime. We know you committed this crime. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
What we don't know is why. And we're going to give you the opportunity to explain it to us.
You don't have to. I thought about it, and that's all I can think of. No.
Know what?
No, I'm not guilty.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you right now you are.
Okay, fine.
Okay? You had to have known this day was coming.
Yeah, I know that. That's why it took so damn long.
As they push harder for the truth about Leslie,
He really thinks he's not guilty. He really thinks he's not guilty. He said he thought about it long and hard. He's not telling him what happened because he's not guilty.
John once again let slip that she wasn't the only one he left in the hills.
So why her?
I don't even know who she is. If that's the first girl or the one girl that's up on the hill or whatever, you know.
What do you mean the first girl?
Well, he said there's two people, there's two girls, unless I misunderstood him. They were killed within probably an hour of each other and 2 hours of each other, or day, or who knows.
Do you remember? How do you remember those details?
Some of the questions he's asked me.
Do you remember seeing any newspaper articles or
No,
media
just-
about those?
Nobody, but that girl there is not the other one that he showed me. If that's the girl there with, the other picture, I doubt it.
Why's that?
I mean, look at the body.
Mm-hmm.
It could be somebody else. I don't think they're the same one.
Is that why you don't recognize her?
No.
Because that's not the girl that you
I'm
killed?
not questioning. I don't recognize her. I've never seen her.
Do you think it was a different girl that you killed and that's not the one we're
I
showing
didn't
you?
kill any girl.
You didn't kill the girl in Germany?
No. Well, that's total different. That's when I was
This is
18 years old or
craziest.
younger.
In a final confrontation, investigators force
This is
John
the
to face the
craziest thing I've
mounting
ever
evidence
seen.
against him.
This
There's a
is
situation in Germany
Yeah.
where a girl ends up dead and you weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have a situation
Here,
here,
that was
years later after you came back to the States, where a girl ends up dead and you say you weren't there.
he's fidgeting. He knows he's gaffled.
Yet your DNA is there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the chances are of that happening?
I don't know.
What would you do if you were us and you were investigating this case? What would that look like to you?
Take him to jail.
There's a brick wall.
What do you mean there's a brick wall?
Well, I mean, you found out, you couldn't find out, so.
What do you mean I found out and I couldn't find
Oh,
out?
nothing. I'm just let it go. I'm
Well, you understand it's my job not to let things like that
I'm
go,
not,
right?
I'm not I have nothing else to say about it.
It's got to be quite a burden, John.
Well, I'm going to put the questioning from here on, unless I'm represented by somebody in the courts.
What do you mean?
A lawyer.
You'd like a lawyer?
I like a lawyer.
Okay. Thanks, John.
After requesting a lawyer, the interrogation came to an end. But justice quickly caught up with 74-year-old John Arthur Getrew, who was arrested and booked into the Santa Clara County Main Jail with a $10 million bond. In January 2019, DNA from the torn crotch of Janet Taylor's underwear was also determined to be a match for John. In September 2021, a jury found him guilty of first-degree murder with infliction of great bodily injury in the killing of 21-year-old Janet Taylor. He was sentenced to 7 years to life in prison, finally.
If he's 800 years old, bro, quit giving him these pussy ass. Y'all ain't giving him no charges, bro. Y'all letting this dude walk. He's just killing people and getting free, bro. What the? He's gonna live to 1 million and kill 1 million fucking people, and y'all just gonna let him out the next time he does it, bro. This is fucking crazy to me. What is wrong with the justice system? Someone let me know what is wrong with the justice system. Like, why? How is this dude? How? How is this our reality? This dude has killed 100 people, and he got 7 years to life. It could be life, but he got 7 years, and they gonna let him off in 5 years. Good behavior with probation, little parole. You know what I'm saying? Let him out on parole. He got an ankle monitor, and he just check in once a month, once a week. That's it. He's still killing people. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all are the reason this shit happens, because y'all let this shit happen. It's supposed to be justice. We ain't got a justice system. It's just it's a clown show. It's actually a clown show. This is absolutely absurd.
Putting a serial killer who had escaped justice for
Oh my
decades behind
gosh.
bars for good. In January 2023, he pleaded guilty to the murder of Leslie Perloff and received a second life sentence to be served consecutive with the first.
There we go.
According to multiple news sources, John Getrew died of natural causes on September 22, 2023, at the age of 79. His DNA remains in the state database and will continue to be compared against evidence from unsolved murders in the ongoing effort to close more cases. If you'd like to see select new videos early,
All I'm trying to say is, he can probably first on paper crime, 18. He killed a girl when he was 18. That was in Germany. Oh man, I don't feel like doing the math on this. Come get him till he was 74. Right. Mm. So that's 66 years that he got to go free. Not really, because I mean, he spent the 7 years in Germany or whatever, but it's 66 years in between his first crime and in between him getting booked the last time that he was murdering people, stashing the bodies, doing whatever, strangling, assaulting, killing. 66 years. Whatever he should have just got been done for right there. Sorry you're 18, saying you an adult. Pow. Chick, chick, pow. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. But we can't stand for shit like this. And the whole people are gonna reform, change, get better, and kumbaya, so they're gonna turn happy, and we all gonna love each other. This shit ain't gonna happen, bro. Look at it, the Middle East, okay? No one in particular, but just look. You think there's gonna be kumbaya, happiness out there, like they believe in Buddha all of a sudden? Nope. No, ain't no none of that. It's you can't eat. You can't eat. I ain't getting into that. But anyways, let me know what y'all think about this crazy situation, man. Let me know what y'all think we should do about the justice system, because obviously, whenever there's people like this out on the streets and he don't get justice till he's 74, that ain't right. at all. That ain't right. So y'all let me know what y'all think. And I told y'all he wouldn't make it 10 years in there. I told you as old as he is, he wouldn't make it 10 years in prison. He won't. No, he got his ass beat up in there, but they wasn't beating his ass like that. Yeah, oh man. They really just looked at him like he was crazy, but they wasn't beating his ass like he needed his ass beat. That's all for y'all, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.